Are you always striving for excellence, but never satisfied with your results? Do you have unrealistic expectations of yourself and others, and feel anxious or guilty when you fail to meet them? Do you avoid taking risks or trying new things because you fear making mistakes? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you might be a perfectionist. Perfectionism is not a healthy or helpful trait. It can cause a lot of stress, anxiety, depression, and other mental health problems. It can also interfere with your relationships, work, and happiness. Perfectionism can prevent you from reaching your full potential and enjoying life. But don't worry, you can overcome perfectionism and learn to embrace your imperfections. In this video, I will share with you 15 signs that you might be a perfectionist and how to cope with them. You will discover how to challenge your negative thoughts, set realistic goals, accept your mistakes, and celebrate your achievements. You will also learn how to practice self-compassion and focus on progress, not perfection. By following these tips, you can transform your perfectionism into a positive and productive force. You can become more confident, creative, and resilient. You can live a happier and healthier life. Here are 15 signs that you might be a perfectionist. 1. You set unrealistic expectations for yourself. 2. You have difficulty delegating tasks to others. 3. You are highly critical of yourself and others. 4. You procrastinate to avoid failure. 5. You are a workaholic. 6. You are highly sensitive to criticism. 7. You have a fear of failure. 8. You have an all-or-nothing mindset. 9. You struggle to make decisions. 10. You have a tendency to micromanage. 11. You struggle to celebrate your accomplishments. 12. You have a hard time relaxing. 13. You have a tendency to overthink. 14. You struggle to accept constructive criticism. 15. You have a hard time letting go of mistakes. If you identify with any of these signs, it's possible that you are a perfectionist. However, it's important to remember that perfectionism is not a personality trait, but rather a behavior that can be changed. Here are some tips to help you overcome perfectionism. 1. Set realistic goals. Setting realistic goals is one of the ways to overcome perfectionism. When you set unrealistic goals, you are setting yourself up for failure and disappointment. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Setting realistic goals can help you avoid these negative feelings and build your confidence. Here are some tips to help you set realistic goals. Identify what you want to achieve. Break your goal down into smaller, more manageable steps. Set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals. Write down your goals and track your progress. Celebrate your accomplishments along the way. 2. Learn to delegate tasks. Delegating tasks can help overcome perfectionism by allowing you to focus on high-impact tasks and prevent burnout and overwork. It also helps build team skills and allows team members to develop new strengths. Here are some tips to help you delegate work effectively. Pick the right person for the job. Clearly communicate what the person is responsible for and their autonomy to do it. Describe the desired results in detail. Ensure team members have the resources they need. Establish checkpoints and milestones. Encourage new ways to accomplish goals. Effective delegation can help you free up time to focus on high-impact tasks and prevent burnout and overwork. It also helps build team skills and allows team members to develop new strengths. 3. Practice self-compassion. Practicing self-compassion can help overcome perfectionism by helping you to be kinder to yourself and to treat yourself with the same kindness, concern, and support that you would offer to a good friend. Here are some tips to help you practice self-compassion. Be mindful of your thoughts and feelings. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Practice self-care. Forgive yourself for mistakes and failures. Recognize that imperfection is a part of being human. Focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Surround yourself with supportive people. 4. Take baby steps. Perfectionists tend to set goals of unreasonable excellence with no learning curve. These goals tend to be unrealistic and cause problems by being so rigidly demanding and leaving little room for error. Instead, you can reduce a lot of stress by changing your goals. You don't have to sacrifice the end result, but if you set bite-sized goals for yourself and reward yourself when you achieve them, you'll tend to be more forgiving with mistakes. For example, you may normally tackle the task of getting into better shape by working out 5 times a week. Unfortunately, if you're not used to working out regularly, you may get quite sore from such a quick change, and perhaps give up. But setting the goal to exercise once or twice the first week, and add an additional workout periodically until you've worked up to your goal, you will more likely reach your goal and enjoy many more successes in the process. 5. Focus on progress, not perfection. Focusing on progress, not perfection, is one of the ways to overcome perfectionism. When you focus on progress, you recognize all the work you've done to reach your goal, even if it's not perfect. You celebrate the successes you've had along the way and don't let mistakes or criticism derail you. This mindset helps you appreciate the journey instead of just focusing on the result. You may be used to focusing on results and beating yourself up if your results are less than perfect. The previous suggestion, setting baby steps, can help you create more of an enjoyable process out of your striving. You can also enjoy the process of reaching a goal by getting involved with a group that is also trying to achieve the same goal you're after, or journaling about how you feel and what you learn as you reach toward your goal. If you find you don't achieve perfection, you can then reflect back and see all that you've gained in just working toward a worthy goal, assessing and appreciating the gains you did make in the process. 6. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity is one of the ways to overcome perfectionism. When you embrace failure, you view it as a natural part of the learning process and an opportunity to grow and improve. Here are some tips to help you embrace failure. Reframe your perspective on failure. Adopt a growth mindset. Normalize failure. Embrace vulnerability. Reflect on past failures. Seek feedback. Focus on the learning process. 7. Challenge your all-or-nothing thinking. All-or-nothing thinking is a common trait of perfectionism. Perfectionists tend to view things in black and white, with no room for shades of gray. This type of thinking can lead to unrealistic expectations, self-criticism, and procrastination. Challenging your all-or-nothing thinking can help you overcome perfectionism by helping you to see the world in a more balanced way. Here are some tips to help you challenge your all-or-nothing thinking. Identify your all-or-nothing thoughts. Look for evidence that contradicts your thoughts. Consider alternative explanations. Practice mindfulness. By challenging your all-or-nothing thinking, you can learn to see the world in a more balanced way and overcome perfectionism. 8. Celebrate your accomplishments. Celebrating your accomplishments can help you overcome perfectionism by boosting your self-esteem, motivation, and happiness. Perfectionism can cause you unnecessary stress and anxiety, and make you focus on your flaws and failures. By acknowledging and appreciating your achievements, big or small, you can shift your perspective and recognize your strengths and abilities. You can also learn from your mistakes and see them as opportunities for growth, rather than signs of inadequacy. 9. Learn to let go of mistakes. Learning to let go of mistakes can help you overcome perfectionism by reducing your stress and anxiety, increasing your self-compassion, and enhancing your learning and growth. Perfectionism can make you afraid of making mistakes or failing, and this can limit your potential and happiness. By accepting that mistakes are inevitable and not a reflection of your worth, you can free yourself from the pressure of perfection and embrace your imperfections as opportunities for improvement.